What's up guys, my name is Spiro, and by the request of Chrisos at Mavroproductions, I'm showing you how to make a YouTube thumbnail in Photoshop. Step 1 is to open up Photoshop, and once you have opened, you want to find your background image. So to find your background image, click on File, Open, and search through your computer to find the background image you would like. I'm making a thumbnail for my water review, so I'm going to click on my water background. Now once you have your background, go back to File and find the image of yourself, which you typically want. Most YouTubers typically have an image of themselves, so find that and select it. Once it's open, click on this button here, the select tool, to start selecting. The way this button works is you just highlight and Photoshop will find things that look similar to what you're highlighting and start selecting them. Now you see how it's gone too far. To prevent this and to undo the change, hold the Alt button. You see how the selector becomes a negative? That means it's deleting. So delete everything that you don't want. Here you go. And click on the little things you want to change. Now let's say your button was too big and you want to make small selections to things like that without that happening. To undo, you can just press Command Z and change it back, but you can change your brush size at the top here to a smaller brush, which allows you to make more precise adjustments. Now you can also use this tool here to create more precise selections. So instead of clicking this button, click on this button, and this allows you to draw a bunch of lines around the edge and eventually make precise selections. See how you can make a whole shape, and once you've made your shape, right click on it and click make selection. That will create a selection. There you go. I'm going to leave it and do it the other way. You can also delete the path. My bad. Yeah, you can delete paths. Once you've made your selection, go back to the selecting tool, right click on the image. You can click new layer via copy and copy that layer, or once you've made your image, once you've selected all of the image that you want, hit Command C, but make sure you are in the select menu, and hit Command C, go back to your background and hit Command V or Control V. Now you see how the image is off, not to the center. Right click on that image in the selection menu, click Free Transform, and you can see the image is much bigger than you'd expected. So to prevent this, you shrink it. Now see when I'm shrinking it, the image becomes skewed and morphed. It can be stretched and stuff. To prevent that, hold Shift when shrinking. Click Enter to confirm your selection, and to move the image around, click on the Select tool, and that allows you to move it up and down and left and right. You see I missed some of my selection. Now if you've made a mistake, you can click on the Erase tool and erase things. This erase tool is just that rubber there. Go back to your select tool, move it down. There you go. Now most YouTubers usually have a white border around their themselves. So to get this effect, click on Effects down here at the bottom right. Click on Stroke. Now you have a stroke around your image. You can change the colors to any color you want. I'm just going to choose white, and you can also change the size to your liking. I think that's good. Now usually you want an emoji or something, and to add new images, go back to open and find the other images. So I'm going to add this emoji, select it all again, select. See how this image is a PNG? This allows you to just select the whole image or press Command A and it'll select the whole image, but because it's transparent, it only comes out like that. Move it around how you want. If you want to resize it, once again, click on the select tool, click on free transform and change the size, change that, whatever, change the angle. I'm not going to do that, so hit not apply. Find more images. Once again, you see how this image is a PNG. You do not have to do that. You can just hit Command A, Command C, Command V, the usual. Right click, free transform, hold shift and shrink. Now that you have it at the size you want. You can also angle things like that. I think that's nice. You can hit enter to make that selection. Now you see how there's a boat here, and if there is an imperfection in your image, for example this boat, click on this band-aid button here, which allows you to patch things up. Now watch when I make a selection, my bad, you have to click on the actual layer you want. See these layers here? Layer 0 is the background, layer 1 as you can see is the man, so if you do that, it'll start changing things. So click on the layer you want and start selecting. Now sometimes, if you just start selecting, you might morph the image a bit. So to prevent that, make it a smaller size and select just the boat. So if I provide an example, see when I make a big change, it'll morph the whole image. Now this is a pretty consistent image, so can't really change much. But you see how the water goes bad? To prevent that, use a smaller brush tool to pinpoint exactly what you want. If you make a mistake, press Command Z and try again and again and again. Now you want to add some text, so click on this text button here if you want. Make a text box, write something, water review. Change the size if you want. Color, font, whatever. I don't know. And now you have successfully made a YouTube thumbnail. There you have it, a YouTube thumbnail. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe, watch the water review this is based on, and see you in the next video.